Hello there, you're watching Press TV News. My name is Mirtat Yazdani. Here's a summary of the latest international developments. U.S. presidential candidate Barack Obama says the Bush administration has been a huge failure in the war against terror. Obama says President George W. Bush failed to make good use of the opportunities that emerged after the 9/11 attacks. The Democrat says the U.S. needs to pull its troops out of Iraq and invest more in Afghanistan, and that the United States should have been more diligent in hunting down Osama bin Laden. He says as president, he would also do his utmost to eliminate terrorists in Pakistan. Obama says the United States should fundamentally change its policies towards Pakistan and its president. He also called for principled and direct diplomacy with Iran over its nuclear program without any preconditions. With U.S. inflation at its highest in a quarter of a century, senior U.S. officials have admitted that Americans are suffering from economic hardship. But they're still avoiding the infamous R word.
And Mr. Chairman, we welcome your comments.
Testifying before Congress, U.S. Federal Reserve Chairman Benes Bernanke offered a very pessimistic assessment of any short-term improvements in the American economy.
The U.S. economy and financial system have confronted some significant challenges thus far in 2008. Economic activity has advanced at a sluggish pace during the first half of this year, while inflation has remained elevated.
Bernanke offered an especially gloomy outlook for energy prices. But in characterizing the battered U.S. economy, Bernanke avoided the infamous R word, recession. However, he could not help admitting the numerous difficulties the U.S. economy is suffering.
The economy continues to face numerous difficulties, including ongoing strains in financial markets, declining house prices, a softening labor market, and rising prices of oil, food, and some other commodities.
The Fed chief's testimony came at an unusually turbulent time in financial markets. Shares of America's two mortgage giants, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, have plunged sharply in recent weeks, threatening their financial survival. Fannie and Freddie play a crucial role in the U.S. housing market, holding or guaranteeing over $5 trillion worth of mortgages. The Federal Reserve and Treasury Departments came to the aid of the mortgage giants by asking Congress to give them authority to lend credit to the two troubled companies when needed. And now President Bush is calling on Congress to enact the rescue plans. Bush made the request at a White House news conference where he admitted that Americans are suffering from economic difficulties.
It's been a difficult time for many American families who are coping with declining housing values and high gasoline prices. This week, my administration took steps to help address both these challenges.
So the US dollar continues to extend losses against the euro and energy prices continue to rise. This, combined with falling housing and stock values and tightening credit, dramatically reducing the spending power of American people. US consumers are becoming increasingly pessimistic about improvement in their ability to spend, with 2/3 expecting the current slump to last for several years. Now they appear to be preoccupied with one important question: what really is causing such a downturn?
Russia's President Dmitry Medvedev says the United States is threatening the European security framework. He says Europe's current security situation could collapse. Dmitry Medvedev harshly criticized the United States over its planned missile defense shield in Eastern Europe and the Kosovo issue. The Russian leader warned that his country would take countermeasures if the United States continued with its missile shield. He said although the Cold War is over, the United States won't let go of its bloc mentality. Medvedev said there is no need for U.S. paternalism and that the United States should not be the one deciding for others. Medvedev made the comments during a major foreign policy speech at the Kremlin. The South Korean protesters have gathered in front of the Japanese embassy in downtown Seoul. They're protesting against new claims by the Japanese government over a group of disputed islands. Angry demonstrators burned Japanese national flag and called for the Japanese government to withdraw plans to refer to the islands as Japanese territory in school books. The fight over the desolate islands has been a persistent irritant in relations between the neighbors. The two islands are known as Dokdo in Korea and Takeshima in Japan. Each country claims the islands are part of their own territory. The latest flare-up in tensions prompted South Korea to recall its ambassador to Japan in protest. The South also sent an extra patrol ship to the disputed region. Those were the top stories for now here on Press TV. For more details, please log on to our website, presstv.com. Thanks for watching.